I have seen this movie 2 times already. Now I am finally ready to review it. What's up guys, I am back here with another video today, and today we're going to be talking about Greta Gerwig's directorial film, and that film is Lady Bird. Lady Bird is a coming-of-age story for this girl, Christine, aka Lady Bird, and this movie plays in Sacramento, California, and we follow her throughout her senior year of high school, and Lady Bird is trying to find herself in it. She isn't really sure where she fits in the world, and there's constantly drama with her friends, and at times, her mother. And this movie basically goes through all the ups and downs of Lady Bird during her senior year of high school, and it is a pretty great and emotional journey. Now, I love this film. This film feels so well done. Greta Gerwig, she does a phenomenal job, and this film is just so refreshing. And when I mean that, I mean it by there's like very few cliches, if not any. And in a lot of films nowadays, that's what we usually get. We're expecting, oh, Lady Bird, oh, this is going to happen to her. Her boyfriend's going to turn out that way. Her friend is going to turn out like that. Her mother is going to end up doing that. And whenever you think something's going to happen in this movie, it doesn't happen that way. There's just constantly changing, and you never know what's going to happen, and that's why it feels so refreshing. And then we get into the screenplay, and the screenplay was done so well by none other than who? Greta Gerwig, the director. So she does a really good job, and I really hope she gets the credit she deserves with directing this film and writing it. And there is some great lines in here from the screenplay that just make this movie feel so good. And our 2 main characters, Lady Bird played by Saoirse Ronan, and we have her mom played by Laurie Metcalf. And they're 2 really different characters, but they just mesh so well with each other. They have different personalities, they have different opinions, they have different, they think differently. They're just so different, but it just works so well in here. They have different opinions on just about everything, and it just makes this movie feel so real. It doesn't try to act dumb with any of it. And it's one of the few movies also where we don't really get to see a mother and a daughter relationship blend together with so much differences, but they bond with each other at times in kind of awkward ways, and just the way their chemistry between Laurie Metcalf and Saoirse Ronan, they just do a really good job of the both of them just acting out on screen. And also a Lady Bird in this movie, she treats everyone, I would say, differently compared to with her mom, her dad, her brother, her friends, another different friend, her boyfriend, another boyfriend. It's just she treats everyone different. And I've had a friend that told me once, in life you need to have so much different personalities in order to work in this world. And I do agree with that to an extent. I mean, you have to have a different personality in the work environment, with your friends, professionally, goofing around. It kind of makes you seem toothpaste a little, but in the end, we all mean well, and it happens. We're all human beings, and that's exactly what we get from Lady Bird in here. She's not a character that has to act a certain way and be like that and do certain things. She has a very different range of acting ability in this movie, Saoirse Ronan, and she just, with every interaction with every character in this movie, it's like she's acting as a completely different person, and I love that. And this movie revolves around 3 things in particular. The first thing, the director, Greta Gerwig. A lot of this stuff in this movie happened to her in her real life. I don't know how true some of the stuff is compared to her actual life, and I guess it's a little autobiographical in a way, considering how Greta Gerwig grew up in Sacramento, and this movie takes place in Sacramento. And if you guys just want to do some research on Greta Gerwig, a lot of the stuff in her life kind of seems like it has an influence on this film, and that's why I say it's like almost autobiographical. And then our second thing that revolves around this film really good is the screenplay writer, and who is that? Greta Gerwig, because she brings her, like I said, real life events into this movie, and she does a really good job with the lines. As I said earlier in this video, there's like no cliche factors, and like all the lines in here are just so unique, and they're all done really well. And our third thing that we're going to be talking about of what makes this movie what it is the actors. And we have Laurie Metcalf, Saoirse Ronan, we have Lucas Hedges, and it seems with Lucas Hedges, there's a good movie coming around the corner, let's get Lucas Hedges in it. I mean, because we had him in Manchester by the Sea, we've had him in 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, now we have him in Lady Bird, and he does a good job in here. And Timothée Chalamet, kind of the same thing, like how he was in Call Me By Your Name. That was a pretty good film, and now he's in this. It's like they're getting all the really good actors and just putting them into films, but it works. And on top of all those 3 things, it has an underrated soundtrack that meshes well throughout the scenes, and they're not just songs that are put, this one feels like we can insert it there, no problem. They feel great, especially with the tone in this movie. There's so much different tones in here, and the songs are picked beautifully in here, and I love the song choices in here, and they were done really good. Now, when I was really analyzing this movie after 2 times watching it, I really only thought that there was one thing that there should have been more work on, and that some of the characters are brought in here, and then it just seems like they got taken away. Like they're in a couple scenes, and then we just tend to forget about them, like they never come back. It's like that with a couple characters. I'm not going to mention their names, obviously, for spoiler reasons, but it happens like that with quite a few characters, and I was a little disappointed on that, but overall, this was a pretty damn good film. Greta Gerwig, outstanding as directing and doing the screenplay of it. As mentioned, the acting, top notch. And with everything all said and done, I'm going to be giving Lady Bird an A. So guys, this was another A24 film this year. We had this, we had The Disaster Artist, we had It Comes at Night, we had A Ghost Story, so much great A24 films this year. A24 really hit it out of the park. But now guys, the most important question here today, what did you guys think about Lady Bird? And I definitely recommend it if you guys have not seen it. Drop your comments down below, guys, and if you guys enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, so that way you can see me next time. Thanks for watching.